All right. Welcome to another Every Show Joe Says Go segment for May 3rd. Getting you up to date on shows for the next 7 days in the Valley of the Sun here. Doing it a little earlier because I'm going to go try and see Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2 tomorrow. So that way you got this ready for you for the next 7 days. So I'm going to skip over tonight since I actually covered that last time. But yeah, as you can see, slowly getting a little more unpacked too. So that's coming together. And then this month, is Punk Rock Bowling. So hopefully for the Patreon $5 tier, I'm going to have something from that. Plus, this time I'm hopefully get the Playboy Man Baby album too for you to enjoy. Which, if you ever want to support me, head on over to patreon.com/everyshowjoe. That's helping me save up to get a camera, which hopefully I'll have before Punk Rock Bowling to get some even better pictures. Plus, also just helps me with some of the expenses of going to some of these shows. So, without further ado, let's go right into this. We've got Thursday. We've got a benefit concert here for the Tribune School of Music Summer Camps for Kids. Long-winded. That's here with Micah Bentley, Tina Estes, Alps, and 113 over at the Rebel Lounge. We've also got Dengue Fever and Pow over at Crescent Ballroom. Plus, Shot in the Dark benefit show over at the Trunk Space benefiting safer drug use with needle stuff. Sorry, kind of butchered that, but you kind of get the point, I hope. That's with Andy Warpig's Dada Dough and Extra Crispy. They're over at the Trunk Space on Thursday. Then Friday comes a show that a little biased since I helped contribute over to Punk Forefront, but we've got the Punk Forefront Fund Rager. That is over there with the Bomb Pops, Skull Drug, Contradiction, Alex Squared, Reason Unknown, Rundown Roommates, Andy Warpigs, Gabby Chaos, Rico Caldera. Oh crap. Anyways, yeah. You get the point. Big show, raffles, art, bunch of stuff to go check out. That's over at the Yucca Tap Room. So of course I'm gonna put that first. But Cinco de Mayo's got a bunch of stuff. If you're looking for something to go see, why not get it on with a little Celtic punk rock and other stuff. We've got folk rock, punk. Anyways, that's got Coxswain. They're over with Carol Pacey and Honey Shakers and the Blood Feud Family Singers over at the Rebel Lounge. We've also got Las Choyas Peligrosas with Nomada over at Crescent Ballroom. We've got Black Bottom Lighters with Barefoot, Gabo from Fayuca, and Ruka over at the Rock Bar. We got the Weeks with Lonely Biscuit, Lux, and New Chums. Makes 3 times now I'm missing them. They're really good. And busy. But they're over at Pub Rock Live. Then also at Focal, we've got Sarah Robinson and the Woodworks. So I got 2 bands over there. A few options for your Cinco de Mayo. Be safe though. Was it drink responsibly? Don't drink and drive. All that stuff. Get home safe. And then, all right, moving on to Saturday. We've got plenty of stuff for you here. I'm going to lead off with one of my favorite events, 3 years now in its 4th year running, and that's the Trunk Spaces Indy 500. They start and they keep going until they hit 500 songs played. It looks like that's going to still happen here. And that includes, let's see, what do we got? We got Diners, Sugar Skull Explosion, Soma, Kimya Dawson. Let's see, Liam and the Ladies, 0 Degrees North, Drunken Horny, Toso, Mr. Owl, Treasure Mammal, Cheap Hotels, and there's a ton of musicians. And they just go one after the other until they hit 500. And that rolls all the way into Sunday. So you can actually, even after one of these shows, if you got the energy, go watch some music later in the night, and then, or, go back and forth. All right, moving on. We also have, it's free for Comic Book Day. And we've got Manic Monkeys, Johnny Lee Gowan's Angels and Aliens, Painting Fences, Exploding Oranges, and more over at Gotham City Comics. So we got that during the afternoon, and it looks like there's a bunch of music, so that probably rolls right into the night. So you can keep busy there for your afternoon. Plus, we've got Rock Like a Girl show over at Last Exit Live. That's with the Darts, the Venomous Pinks, Sugar Stains, and Cheap Hotels. That's a killer lineup right there. And then also the Yucca Prom over the Yucca Tap Room. That's got Snake Burner and Luel. I think that's how it's pronounced. Hopefully I got it right. And then also a tribute to Moon, a celebration of the life of Jason Milham. There, it's actually benefiting Jason's family to cover expenses. And we got performances from DeSoul, Saddles, Holy Fawn, Wither is God, Trevor and Forrest from Sundress, and Chris Special, and they're saying more than that. So a lot of people coming out for them. So that's another thing to think about on Saturday, sorry. Sunday's right below it, which leading right into the next day. We've got Insomniacs with Ash to Fire, Color TV, Malo de Dentro, Brocarts in the body parts. Cool. The Odos, Cause for Concern, Soccer Moms, and Sisura over at the Rhythm Room. So that'll be a pretty busy, big show there. So there's that. Also, over at the Valley Bar, we've got Mute Swan with Luau and Sun System. Of course, the Indy 500 rolls into this day too. And then over at the Yucca Tap Room, we've got Combust with Hedstrom, Bloody Rogue Bastards, and Andy Warpigs. So Sunday even doesn't let go if you're looking for stuff to do. Moving on to Monday, we got 3 things that I was able to find here. We got Diners. They're playing with Real Life Buildings, Hiccups, and the Expos over the Trunk Space. Over at the Marquee Theater, there's At the Drive-In Les Butcherettes. That one, I've never really listened to At the Drive-In, so I probably won't be there, but cool. No, just never, yeah. And I got myself in a weird spot there. No, I don't like, yeah. Anyways, moving on. We've also got the Sugar Thieves duo over at the Crescent Ballroom Lounge for free there. Then Tuesday, we've got another show, let's see, over at the Nile Theater. We've got Union 13 with Skulldrug, Corky's Leather Jacket, Asswipe Junkies, and Kill Your TV. That should be a really good, kind of harder punk show, so I should enjoy that. Then also we have Haunter with Moon to the Sun, Good Old Joel, and Breakup Shoes over at the Trunk Space. Moving on to Wednesday, what I'm looking forward to, and you'll find me at Me First and the Gimme Gimmies, sold out, but yeah. And this one, they know Mike no longer isn't Fat Mike. It's actually, let's see, Spike, Joey, Dave, Jay Bentley, and Chris Cheney now. So, kind of Me First and the Bad Religions. Maybe. All right, but yeah, they're there with Together Pangea and Kid Congo and the Pink Monkey Birds. Pretty cool name, actually. Anyways, slowing momentum here. We've got also that night Daisy Head with Fossil Youth, Sundressed, and Baseline at the Rebel Lounge, and Moose Titan's Farewell Show with Chief Hotels and Nocturnal North over at the Trunk Space. So Wednesday's got solid offerings of real music too. Finally, Thursday, since I normally go to Thursdays on these, we've got Matt Pryor, the Get Up Kids, and Dan Andriano of Alkaline Trio, and Dan Andriano in the Emergency Room. They're over at the Rebel Lounge. Chances are that's where we're going to probably end up. But also not to be forgotten, because these dudes are awesome. Over the Trunk Space, we've got Red Tank. They're playing with Closet Goth, Doom to Bloom, and Harrison Huffman. And then one last one to mention, we got Crescent Ballroom, Hot Buttered Rum. And they're playing with Haymarket Squares over at Crescent Ballroom. So that gets you covered for the technically next 8 days of music. Hopefully I see you at a show. If not, you can always keep up with me after, tend to be the day after write-ups, especially with moving and kind of push that back. But I'm going to try and get back on track here for the day after over at everyshowjoe.com. Keep up with me on there. Otherwise, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Snapchat, and Twitter. I'm Every Show Joe. And like I said at the top of this, if you like what you see, like what you hear, want to support me, trying to get a camera, a real camera. I mean, the phone does good. I get some good praise from this, but I want to get a real camera. So that the Patreon goes to help out with, plus also just help with some of my ticket expenses. And that is over at patreon.com/everyshowjoe. And if you do even $1, that helps. I thank you so much if you do. Otherwise, that's it. Hope you're out at some music for the next week, and we may come across you. Have a good week and enjoy.